Hello everyone, it's Dr. Oz. I want you to look in your pantry, your refrigerator right now. What do you see? You probably see foods you love, foods you trust, foods you eat every single day. But what if I told you that lurking among these familiar items is a silent culprit, a hidden saboteur? What if one of the very things you're about to put on your plate is secretly accelerating your body's clock, potentially making you look and feel a decade older than you really are? It sounds like something out of a suspense film, but this is happening in kitchens across America, and today, we're pulling back the curtain to expose the truth. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. It's about taking control of your health journey, especially during a time of life when your body deserves the most care. As we cross the incredible milestone of 60, our bodies undergo a profound shift. Our cellular repair systems, our natural defenses, they don't operate with the same lightning speed they once did. This makes us more susceptible, more vulnerable to the subtle, cumulative effects of what we consume. The very foods that were once benign can now act as secret agents of aging, working from the inside out to damage our skin, cloud our minds, and weaken our hearts. The choices we make in the kitchen after 60 are not just about weight or cholesterol anymore. They are about vitality, clarity, and longevity. They are about ensuring that our golden years are truly golden, filled with energy and not dictated by preventable ailments. The aging process is natural, yes, but accelerated aging is a condition, and it's a condition we can fight. The battleground is your dinner plate, and the ammunition is knowledge. We're going to arm you with the information you need to identify these dietary villains that masquerade as harmless staples. So I want you to lean in close, grab a notepad, and prepare to be surprised, maybe even a little shocked. We are about to embark on a journey together, uncovering 7 of the most common foods that are secretly stealing your youth. This isn't just another list. This is a blueprint for reclaiming your vitality. By the end of our time together, you will not only know what to avoid, but you'll be equipped with powerful, delicious alternatives that nourish your body, protect your cells, and help you age with grace, strength, and the radiant health you absolutely deserve. Let's begin. Let's start with the most pervasive, the most seductive, and arguably the most damaging agent of aging on our list: sugar. We think of it as a simple pleasure, a sweet treat to brighten our day. But I want you to reframe how you see it. Think of every spoonful of refined sugar not as a source of sweetness, but as a tiny wrecking ball for your skin's essential architecture. Inside your body, a destructive process called glycation occurs when sugar molecules attach themselves to proteins. The most vulnerable proteins? Collagen and elastin, the very building blocks that keep your skin firm, plump, and youthful. This glycation process creates harmful new molecules with a sinister-sounding name: advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. And believe me, their name is no coincidence. These AGEs are rigid and dysfunctional. They systematically break down your precious collagen, turning your skin's strong, flexible support system into a brittle, disorganized mess. This internal collapse manifests externally as the signs we all dread: fine lines that deepen into pronounced wrinkles, a loss of elasticity that leads to sagging, and a dull, tired complexion that no expensive cream can truly fix from the surface. But the assault doesn't stop at your skin's structure. Sugar is a master of inflammation, a key driver of aging throughout the entire body. When you consume a sugary drink or a pastry, you're essentially sending a 5-alarm fire signal to your system. Your body responds with an inflammatory cascade that can exacerbate skin conditions like acne and rosacea, but its effects are far more than skin deep. This chronic low-grade inflammation contributes to joint pain, cognitive decline, and a host of age-related diseases. You're not just eating a sweet treat, you're fueling a fire that slowly consumes your vitality from within. The most treacherous part is that sugar is a master of disguise. You might be diligently avoiding the sugar bowl, but it's hiding in plain sight in places you'd never suspect. That healthy-sounding yogurt, your favorite jarred pasta sauce, the salad dressing you pour generously, even savory items like ketchup and bread are often loaded with hidden sugars. These unseen additions contribute to your daily glycation load, silently chipping away at your youthful foundation, one seemingly innocent meal at a time. It's a betrayal of trust from the foods we thought were safe. The impact of sugar extends far beyond the reflection you see in the mirror. It directly affects the command center of your body, your brain. When you consume a high-sugar meal, your blood glucose levels skyrocket. This initial rush might feel like a burst of energy, but it's a fleeting and dangerous illusion. Your pancreas is forced to work overtime, pumping out insulin to manage this sudden flood. The result is the inevitable and dramatic crash, leaving you feeling foggy, irritable, and profoundly fatigued. For those over 60, this roller coaster of energy is not just tiring, it's debilitating. This cycle of spikes and crashes does more than just ruin your afternoon. Over time, it can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where your cells become numb to insulin signals. This is a stepping stone to type 2 diabetes, but it also has devastating consequences for your brain health. Your brain relies on a steady supply of glucose for fuel, and when that system is dysregulated, your cognitive functions suffer. You might notice difficulty concentrating, memory lapses, and a general feeling of mental slowness. You may blame it on age, but it could very well be the sugar in your diet clouding your thoughts. Think of it this way. Your brain is a high-performance engine that requires premium, steady-burning fuel. Refined sugar is like pouring cheap, low-grade gasoline into that engine. It causes sputtering, misfires, and long-term damage. Scientific studies have drawn alarming links between high sugar diets and an increased risk of cognitive decline and even Alzheimer's disease. The same inflammatory processes and ages that damage your skin's collagen can also damage delicate brain cells and blood vessels, impairing communication between neurons and accelerating brain aging. So, when you feel that midday slump and reach for a cookie or a soda for a quick pick-me-up, I want you to pause. Recognize that you are not choosing energy. You are choosing a cycle of depletion. You are choosing to put your brain through a stressful cycle that over months and years can diminish its power and resilience. The clarity and sharpness you cherish are invaluable, and protecting them begins with breaking free from the deceptive and destructive grip of refined sugar. True, lasting energy comes from nourishment, not from a temporary high-cost buzz. Now, I would never leave you with a problem without providing a powerful, life-affirming solution. The goal is not to live a life devoid of sweetness, but to choose sources of sweetness that love your body back. Your first and best ally in this fight is whole fruit. Yes, fruits contain sugar, fructose, but it comes beautifully packaged with fiber, water, vitamins, and antioxidants. The fiber is crucial. It slows down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing those dramatic spikes and crashes. A handful of berries, a crisp apple, or a juicy orange provides a gentle sweetness while delivering a potent dose of anti-aging, inflammation-fighting antioxidants. Your spice rack is another treasure chest of healthy sweetness. Cinnamon, for example, is a superstar. It not only adds a warm, sweet flavor to your coffee, oatmeal, or yogurt, but it has also been shown to help improve insulin sensitivity and stabilize blood sugar levels. It's like a natural manager for your body's energy systems. Other spices like nutmeg, cardamom, and cloves can also provide a perception of sweetness without any sugar at all, tricking your taste buds in the most delightful and healthy way. This is about retraining your palate to appreciate nuanced, natural flavors. When you truly need a concentrated sweetener, there are smarter choices to make, but they must be used with mindfulness and moderation. A small drizzle of raw, unprocessed honey or pure maple syrup is a better option than refined white sugar. These natural sweeteners are not inert calories. They contain trace minerals and antioxidants that are absent in their processed counterparts. However, I must emphasize the word moderation. Your body still processes them as sugar, so a little goes a long way. Use them as a special treat, not a daily staple, to satisfy a craving without overloading your system. Ultimately, the most powerful swap you can make is a shift in mindset. Begin to see food as fuel for your vitality. Start reading labels with the diligence of a detective, hunting down those hidden sugars in sauces, dressings, and packaged goods. Choose water infused with lemon or mint over sugary sodas and juices. Over time, as you reduce your intake of refined sugar, you'll be amazed at how your taste buds reawaken. The natural sweetness of a carrot or a red bell pepper will become more pronounced. You'll be freeing yourself from addiction and stepping into a world of true flavor and ageless energy. For decades, we were told that all fat was the enemy. We dutifully filled our carts with low-fat cookies, fat-free dressings, and tubs of margarine, believing we were protecting our hearts. But this was a grave and dangerous misunderstanding. In our rush to eliminate fat, we embraced one of the most destructive man-made substances ever introduced into our food supply, partially hydrogenated oils, better known as trans fats. These are not natural fats. They are created in a lab by blasting vegetable oil with hydrogen to make it solid at room temperature, extending shelf life and improving texture. This artificial creation is a poison to your cardiovascular system. When you consume trans fats, they wreak havoc on your cholesterol levels in the worst way imaginable. They simultaneously raise your LDL, the bad cholesterol that deposits plaque in your arteries, while lowering your HDL, the good cholesterol that acts like a street sweeper, clearing that plaque away. It's a devastating 1-2 punch that dramatically increases your risk for heart attack and stroke. Think of it as pouring liquid concrete into your body's plumbing. It creates blockages, raises pressure, and sets the stage for a catastrophic failure. The damage isn't confined to your heart. Trans fats are highly inflammatory. Your body recognizes them as foreign, unnatural invaders and launches an immune response. This creates a state of chronic systemic inflammation that accelerates aging in every organ system. It stiffens your joints, contributes to insulin resistance, and places an enormous strain on your liver. For your brain, the consequences are particularly dire. Inflammation in the delicate blood vessels of the brain can impair blood flow, starve brain cells of oxygen and nutrients, and has been linked to memory loss, cognitive decline, and an increased risk of dementia. The tragedy of trans fats is their prevalence in the very foods we turn to for convenience and comfort. That flaky croissant, those crispy French fries from your favorite fast food chain, the microwave popcorn you enjoy on movie night, and many processed snacks, baked goods, and coffee creamers are common culprits. Manufacturers love them because they are cheap and stable, but that stability on the shelf translates to rigidity and danger inside your arteries. You must become a vigilant label reader. If you see the words partially hydrogenated oil in the ingredients list, put the product back on the shelf immediately. It is not food, it is a slow-acting poison. Now let's flip the script and talk about the fats that are not only good for you, but are absolutely essential for aging gracefully. Your brain is the fattiest organ in your body. It's composed of nearly 60% fat. It's not just any fat either. The membranes of your brain cells are built from specific types of healthy fats, particularly omega-3 fatty acids. These fats are the building blocks of a sharp, resilient mind. They keep cell membranes flexible and fluid, allowing for lightning-fast communication between neurons. Without an adequate supply, your brain's wiring becomes stiff and slow, leading to brain fog and memory issues. This is where the heroes of our story come in. Foods rich in healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. Think of extra virgin olive oil, the cornerstone of the heart-healthy Mediterranean diet. This liquid gold is packed with oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat that helps lower bad cholesterol and reduce inflammation. It's also loaded with antioxidants like polyphenols, which protect your brain cells from the oxidative stress that is a hallmark of aging. Drizzling olive oil on your salads or using it for light cooking is one of the most powerful anti-aging habits you can adopt. Next, let's celebrate the incredible avocado. This creamy fruit is a powerhouse of monounsaturated fat, fiber, and potassium. The healthy fats in avocados support both heart and brain health, improving blood flow and helping to maintain healthy blood pressure, a critical factor in preventing strokes. The fiber aids in digestion and blood sugar control, preventing the energy crashes that can cloud your thinking. Spreading avocado on whole grain toast instead of margarine is a simple swap that replaces an artery-clogging trans fat with a brain-boosting, heart-protecting superfood. It's a delicious upgrade in every sense of the word. And we cannot forget the mighty nuts and seeds, especially walnuts. Walnuts are unique among nuts for their exceptionally high content of alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Think of them as brain food in a shell. Studies have shown that regular consumption of walnuts can improve memory, concentration, and information processing speed. Other fantastic choices include almonds, flax seeds, and chia seeds. A small handful as a snack or sprinkled over your oatmeal provides the essential fats your brain is craving to stay sharp, focused, and vibrant for years to come. Making the switch from harmful trans fats to healthy fats doesn't require a radical, joyless overhaul of your diet. It's about making a series of small, intelligent, and delicious upgrades. Let's start with your cooking oil. That generic bottle of vegetable oil in your pantry is likely a highly processed blend that can be inflammatory. Banish it, along with any shortening or margarine. Your new go-to for everyday low to medium heat cooking should be extra virgin olive oil. For high heat cooking like searing, avocado oil is a fantastic choice due to its high smoke point and neutral flavor. Next, let's re-examine your snacks. Instead of reaching for processed crackers, cookies, or potato chips, which are often fried in or made with hydrogenated oils, plan for healthier options. A small handful of raw, unsalted walnuts or almonds provides a satisfying crunch along with brain-boosting fats and protein. A few slices of apple with a spoonful of natural almond butter is another fantastic choice. This isn't about deprivation, it's about upgrading your satisfaction. These healthy fat snacks will provide you with sustained energy, unlike the fleeting rush and subsequent crash from a processed, trans-fat-laden snack. Think about your proteins. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring are arguably the best dietary source of the powerful omega-3s, EPA and DHA. These are the specific fats that are most critical for brain and heart health. Aim to incorporate fatty fish into your diet at least twice a week. You can grill a salmon fillet with lemon and herbs, or even enjoy convenient and affordable canned sardines on whole grain crackers. This simple habit floods your system with the premier anti-inflammatory, anti-aging fats that nature has to offer. Finally, look for opportunities to sneak healthy fats into every meal. Add a quarter of an avocado to your morning smoothie for incredible creaminess and a dose of healthy fat. Sprinkle chia seeds or ground flax seeds over your yogurt or oatmeal. Use a vinaigrette made with extra virgin olive oil on your salads instead of a creamy, store-bought dressing. Each of these small swaps is a deposit into your health bank account, building a rich reserve of the essential nutrients your body and brain need to defy the aging process and thrive. Hello everyone, it's Dr. Oz. We're delving deep into the foods that might be secretly adding years to your life, and today we're talking about something you probably have in your kitchen right now. I'm talking about white bread, that soft, fluffy, seemingly innocent staple of sandwiches and toast. But I'm here to tell you, what feels comforting in your hand can be a hidden saboteur to your health, especially after 60. When you eat refined carbohydrates like white bread, your body experiences a rapid, almost violent spike in blood sugar. This isn't a gentle rise, it's a flood, a deluge that sends your system into emergency mode, working overtime to manage the sudden influx of glucose. This constant roller coaster of blood sugar spikes and crashes does more than just make you feel tired and irritable. It has a profound, and I mean profound, effect on your skin's very architecture. Think of your skin's youthful firmness as a beautiful, intricate matrix supported by two key proteins, collagen and elastin. High blood sugar triggers a destructive process called glycation. This is where sugar molecules latch onto these precious proteins, making them stiff, brittle, and weak. This is the molecular level damage that leads directly to sagging skin, fine lines, and the deep-set wrinkles we all want to avoid. It's like rust forming on the very foundation of your youthful appearance. Now let's look beyond just white bread. This category of age accelerators includes a whole family of refined carbohydrates that you might be consuming daily without a second thought. I'm talking about white pasta, that comforting bowl of spaghetti that might be doing more harm than good. I'm talking about white rice, a staple in so many diets that offers very little nutritional value in return for its impact on your blood sugar. Even seemingly healthy breakfast cereals can be packed with refined grains and hidden sugars, starting your day on a path toward accelerated aging. These foods have been stripped of their fiber and nutrients, leaving behind empty calories that wreak havoc on your body's delicate balance. The consequences go beyond your skin. This constant demand on your pancreas to produce insulin can lead to insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes, and a major driver of systemic inflammation throughout your entire body. This inflammation is a silent enemy, contributing to joint pain, cognitive decline, and an increased risk of chronic diseases. So that simple slice of white toast in the morning isn't just a benign part of your breakfast. It's a potential catalyst for a cascade of health issues that can dramatically impact your quality of life as you age. It's time to rethink what's on your plate and understand the true cost of these refined foods. But here's the good news, the empowering news. You have the power to stop this process and reclaim your vitality. The answer lies in making a simple yet incredibly powerful swap. It's time to embrace the whole grain revolution. Instead of reaching for that nutrient-stripped white bread, I want you to choose breads made from 100% whole grains. Look for ingredients like whole wheat, spelt, or rye. These grains retain their bran and germ, which are packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. This fiber is your secret weapon. It slows down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing those damaging spikes and providing you with a steady, sustained release of energy throughout the day. Let's expand our horizons beyond just bread. Think about your other meals. Instead of white pasta, why not try a delicious and nutty whole wheat pasta? Or even better, explore the world of ancient grains. Quinoa, often called a superfood, is a complete protein and is wonderfully versatile in salads and side dishes. Buckwheat, despite its name, is not related to wheat and is a fantastic gluten-free option, perfect for making pancakes or noodles. And for breakfast, swap out those sugary cereals for a warm, comforting bowl of steel-cut oats, which will keep you feeling full and energized for hours, all while keeping your blood sugar stable and your skin happy. The benefits of making this switch are truly transformative and extend to every system in your body. The high fiber content in whole grains is incredible for your digestive health, promoting regularity and feeding the beneficial bacteria in your gut. A healthy gut microbiome is directly linked to a stronger immune system, better mood, and even clearer skin. You're not just avoiding the bad stuff, you are actively nourishing your body from the inside out. This isn't about deprivation. It's about upgrading your diet with foods that love you back, foods that build you up instead of breaking you down. So, I want you to take a look in your pantry today. What do you see? Is it a collection of white, refined products? Or is it a treasure trove of wholesome, life-giving grains? Making this one change, swapping refined carbs for whole grains, is one of the most effective steps you can take to slow down the aging process, boost your energy levels, and protect your long-term health. It's a simple choice with profound consequences. Choose whole grains, and you choose a more vibrant, healthier, and younger-feeling you. It's that simple and that powerful. Knowledge is power, but action is where the transformation happens. So let's create a simple, actionable plan to get those age-accelerating white carbs out of your life for good. Your first step is to become a savvy label reader. Don't be fooled by marketing terms like multigrain or wheat bread, which can still be made primarily from refined flour. Look for the magic words, 100% whole grain or 100% whole wheat, as the very first ingredient on the list. This is your guarantee that you are getting the full, unadulterated goodness of the entire grain kernel, with all of its precious fiber and nutrients intact. Make this your non-negotiable rule when you're in the bread aisle. Next, let's revolutionize your breakfast, the meal that sets the tone for your entire day. If you're used to toast or a bagel, try this instead, a hearty bowl of rolled or steel-cut oats. You can prepare a large batch at the beginning of the week for easy morning meals. Top it with antioxidant-rich berries, a sprinkle of cinnamon for blood sugar control, and a handful of walnuts for healthy fats and brain-boosting omega-3s. This breakfast isn't just delicious. It's a powerhouse of nutrition that will provide you with steady energy, prevent mid-morning crashes, and start your day on an anti-aging path. It's a commitment to your well-being from the moment you wake up. Now let's tackle lunch and dinner. Instead of serving your main dishes with a side of white rice or pasta, start experimenting with healthier, more flavorful alternatives. Quinoa cooks up in just 15 minutes and makes a fantastic base for salads or a side for grilled chicken or fish. Brown rice, with its nutty flavor and chewy texture, is another excellent choice. You can also explore barley for soups and stews, or even farro for a hearty, satisfying grain bowl. By diversifying your grains, you not only avoid the pitfalls of refined carbs, but also introduce a wider array of vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients into your diet, creating a more robust defense against aging. Finally, remember that this is a journey, not a race. Start by making one swap at a time. This week, focus on replacing your white bread with a 100% whole grain option. Next week, try swapping your white pasta for a whole wheat or legume-based version. Small, consistent changes are far more sustainable and lead to lasting results. Don't aim for perfection, aim for progress. Each time you choose a whole grain over a refined one, you are casting a vote for healthier skin, more stable energy, and a body that ages gracefully and powerfully. You are taking back control, one delicious, wholesome meal at a time. We've cleaned out the bread box, and now we're heading to the refrigerator, to a category of foods that many people rely on for quick and easy meals: processed meats. I'm talking about those convenient packages of deli turkey, ham, salami, bacon, and hot dogs. They seem like a simple protein solution, but I'm here to pull back the curtain and reveal what's really lurking inside. These products are often loaded with preservatives, specifically nitrates and nitrites, which are added to maintain color and prevent bacterial growth. While that might sound harmless, inside your body, these compounds can undergo a dangerous transformation. When nitrates are exposed to high heat during cooking and interact with the amines naturally present in meat, they can form nitrosamines. This is a class of compounds that are potent carcinogens and powerful drivers of inflammation. This isn't just a minor irritation. This is a systemic, body-wide inflammatory response. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire, creating a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation that is the root cause of so many age-related diseases. This inflammation doesn't just stay in one place. It travels through your bloodstream, affecting every single organ and system you have. Let's trace the path of this inflammation. It can settle in your joints, exacerbating the pain and stiffness of arthritis, making it harder to stay active and mobile. It can cross the blood-brain barrier, contributing to cognitive fog, memory problems, and increasing the risk for neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. And it can wreak havoc on your gut, disrupting the delicate balance of your microbiome and damaging the intestinal lining. This can lead to digestive issues, food sensitivities, and a weakened immune system, as the majority of your immune cells reside right there in your gut. The convenience of that deli sandwich comes at a very high price for your long-term health. So, while that perfectly pink slice of ham or that crispy strip of bacon might seem appealing, I want you to see it for what it truly is, a Trojan horse. It delivers protein, yes, but it also carries hidden agents of inflammation and cellular damage that silently accelerate the aging process. It's not just about the high sodium or the saturated fat, which are concerns in their own right. It's about these specific chemical additives that trigger a harmful cascade of events inside your body. It's time to recognize these processed products as a major threat to your vitality and seek out cleaner, healthier sources of protein. So, we've identified the problem. Now, let's talk about the delicious, life-affirming solution. It's about shifting your focus to lean, clean proteins that nourish and strengthen your body without the inflammatory baggage. The king of these proteins, in my opinion, is fish, particularly fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These aren't just sources of high-quality protein. They are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These incredible fats are nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory agents. They actively work to cool down inflammation in your body, supporting your heart health, lubricating your joints, and protecting your brain cells. But the world of lean protein extends far beyond the sea. Think about poultry, but be specific. I'm talking about skinless turkey and chicken breast. These are fantastic low-fat sources of the essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair tissues, from your muscles to your skin. When you choose fresh, unprocessed poultry, you are getting all the benefits of the protein without the added nitrates, excessive sodium, and other harmful additives found in their deli counter counterparts. Grilling, baking, or poaching these proteins is a wonderful way to prepare them, creating a healthy and satisfying centerpiece for any meal. And please, let's not forget the incredible power of plant-based proteins. Legumes are a true superfood category. This includes lentils, chickpeas, black beans, and kidney beans. They are not only rich in protein but also loaded with fiber, which is crucial for digestive health and blood sugar stability. A hearty lentil soup or a flavorful black bean burger can be just as satisfying and far more beneficial than a processed meat product. Incorporating more plant-based meals into your week is an amazing strategy for reducing inflammation, supporting a healthy gut, and flooding your body with a wide array of protective phytonutrients. Making this switch from processed meats to lean, clean proteins is a fundamental upgrade to your diet. You are actively choosing to reduce the inflammatory load on your body. You are providing your cells with the high-quality building blocks they need to function optimally. This shift supports muscle maintenance, which is critical for staying strong and active as you age. It fosters clearer thinking, more comfortable joints, and a healthier gut. This isn't about missing out on bacon. It's about gaining a future with more energy, less pain, and a body that feels truly vibrant and resilient. Let's get practical. How do you put this into action day to day? Here is your protein prescription for a longer, healthier life. Your first move is a refrigerator and freezer audit. I want you to go through and identify all the processed meats, the hot dogs, the deli ham, the bacon, the sausages. This isn't about guilt, it's about awareness. Make a conscious decision to phase these items out. Use them up if you must, but commit to not repurchasing them. Instead, stock your freezer with healthier options like frozen salmon fillets, individually wrapped chicken breasts, or bags of frozen edamame. This way, a healthy choice is always the easy choice. Next, let's reinvent your idea of a quick lunch. Instead of a deli meat sandwich, think about leftovers from dinner. Did you have roasted chicken last night? Slice it up for a delicious and clean chicken salad, made with Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise. You can also prepare a large batch of lentil or chickpea salad at the beginning of the week. It keeps beautifully in the fridge and can be scooped onto a bed of greens or into a whole grain wrap for a fast, fiber-rich, and anti-inflammatory lunch. This kind of meal prep is a game changer for staying on track when you're busy. I want you to embrace Meatless Mondays or any day of the week that works for you. Dedicate at least 1 or 2 days a week to exploring the world of plant-based proteins. Try making a chili with kidney beans and black beans instead of ground beef. Experiment with tofu by baking or stir-frying it with your favorite vegetables and spices. Explore recipes for lentil shepherd's pie or black bean burgers. This practice not only reduces your intake of potentially inflammatory animal products, but also dramatically increases your intake of fiber and disease-fighting plant compounds. It's a win-win for your health and the planet. Finally, when you do eat meat, choose quality over quantity. Think of meat as a side dish or a condiment rather than the star of the plate. When you buy poultry or red meat, opt for organic, grass-fed, or pasture-raised options whenever possible. These animals are raised in healthier conditions, and their meat often has a better fatty acid profile, with more beneficial omega-3s and fewer inflammatory omega-6s. By making smarter choices, you can still enjoy animal protein as part of a healthy, anti-aging diet. It's about being intentional and choosing foods that build a better you. Now we move from the plate to the glass. We're going to talk about something that is deeply ingrained in our social rituals and relaxation routines: alcohol. A glass of wine with dinner, a beer with friends, a cocktail to unwind at the end of a long day. It seems so sophisticated, so normal. But I need to be very clear with you. Even moderate alcohol consumption can act as a powerful accelerator of the aging process, especially after the age of 60. One of its most immediate and visible effects is on your body's hydration. Alcohol is a diuretic, which means it makes you urinate more frequently, flushing essential water out of your system. This dehydration has a devastating effect on your skin, your body's largest organ. Think of a plump, juicy grape versus a shriveled raisin. That is what dehydration does to your skin cells on a microscopic level. It robs your skin of the moisture it needs to stay supple, resilient, and youthful. This leads to a dull, lackluster complexion, accentuates the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and can make your skin look thin and crepey. That temporary glow from a glass of wine is quickly replaced by a state of cellular thirst that ages your appearance from the outside in. But the damage goes far deeper than your skin. Alcohol consumption profoundly disrupts your sleep architecture. While a drink might make you feel drowsy and help you fall asleep faster, it wreaks havoc on the quality of your rest. It particularly suppresses REM sleep, the crucial stage where your brain processes emotions, consolidates memories, and repairs itself. Waking up after a night of drinking, even just 1 or 2, often leaves you feeling groggy, mentally foggy, and unrefreshed. This chronic sleep deprivation is a major driver of aging, impairing cognitive function, weakening your immune system, and increasing stress hormones. And we cannot talk about alcohol without talking about your liver, your body's primary detoxification organ. Your liver has to work incredibly hard to metabolize alcohol, treating it as a toxin that needs to be cleared from your system. This process generates harmful byproducts, including acetaldehyde, a compound that is even more toxic than alcohol itself. It creates oxidative stress and inflammation in the liver, and over time, this can lead to fatty liver disease, liver cirrhosis, and impaired liver function. When your liver is stressed and overburdened, it can't perform its other vital jobs effectively, leading to a systemic backup of toxins that accelerates aging throughout your entire body. I know what you might be thinking. Dr. Oz, what am I supposed to drink to relax or celebrate? I want to assure you that giving up the age-accelerating effects of alcohol does not mean giving up on sophisticated, relaxing, and delicious beverages. It's an opportunity to discover a whole new world of drinks that hydrate, heal, and calm your system. Let's start with the simplest and most powerful elixir of all, water. But we can make it so much more exciting. Start your day with a large glass of lemon water. The lemon adds a refreshing flavor and a dose of vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your skin from damage. Throughout the day, think about infusing your water with other natural flavors. Add slices of cucumber and a few sprigs of fresh mint for a spa-like experience that is incredibly refreshing and hydrating. Or try adding a handful of berries and a slice of orange for a naturally sweet, vitamin-packed drink. Keeping a beautiful glass pitcher of infused water in your fridge not only encourages you to drink more, but also transforms the act of hydration from a chore into a delightful ritual. This is about nourishing your cells from the inside out, plumping up your skin and flushing out toxins effectively. When evening comes and you're looking for something to help you unwind, turn to the incredible world of herbal teas. Chamomile tea is a classic for. Hello everyone, it's Dr. Oz. We've talked about sugars, fats, and even alcohol, but now we're diving into a silent saboteur that's likely hiding in your pantry right now. I'm talking about excess salt. It seems so innocent, a simple crystal that enhances flavor, but what is it really doing to your body's delicate internal ecosystem, especially after 60? It's not just about a little bit of puffiness under your eyes. We're talking about a profound systemic impact that can accelerate the aging process from the inside out, affecting your blood pressure, your skin's elasticity, and even the health of your vital organs. This isn't just a seasoning, it's a powerful chemical compound that demands our respect and our caution. Think of your body as a finely tuned hydraulic system, where every cell relies on a precise balance of fluids to function. Now, imagine pouring salt into that system. Sodium acts like a magnet for water, pulling it out of your cells and into your bloodstream. This sudden shift forces your heart to work overtime, pumping a larger volume of blood through your arteries and veins. This is the very mechanism that leads to high blood pressure, a condition that doesn't just strain your heart, but also damages the delicate lining of your arteries, making them stiff and old before their time. This is a silent, internal aging that you won't see in the mirror until it's too late. But what about what you can see? That puffiness around your eyes or the swollen feeling in your fingers and ankles is your body screaming for help. It's a clear sign of fluid retention, your body's desperate attempt to dilute the excess sodium you've consumed. This isn't just a temporary cosmetic issue. Chronic bloating puts constant stress on your skin, stretching it out and potentially damaging the collagen and elastin fibers that are responsible for its youthful firmness. Over time, this can lead to sagging skin and a permanently tired, bloated appearance, making you look years older than you feel. So where is this salty saboteur hiding? It's not just the salt shaker on your table. The biggest culprits are often the foods we don't even think of as salty. Canned soups, processed deli meats, frozen dinners, and even seemingly healthy items like cottage cheese and bread can be loaded with sodium. Food manufacturers use it not just for flavor, but as a preservative to extend shelf life. This means you could be consuming dangerously high levels of salt without ever picking up the shaker. It's time to become a detective and start reading those labels, because your health and your youthful appearance depend on it. Let's talk more about dehydration, because when it comes to salt, it's a critical piece of the aging puzzle. When you consume too much sodium, your body goes into emergency mode. Its primary mission becomes diluting that sodium to maintain its essential electrolyte balance. To do this, it pulls water from wherever it can, and that includes your skin cells. Your skin is your body's largest organ, and it's often the first place to show the visible signs of this internal drought. Think of a healthy, youthful skin cell as a plump, juicy grape. When dehydrated, it shrivels into a raisin. That's what's happening on a microscopic level across your entire face and body. This cellular dehydration is the express lane to wrinkles and fine lines. Skin that lacks adequate moisture loses its volume, its plumpness, and its resilience. Small expression lines that were once barely noticeable can suddenly become deeply etched into your features. The smooth, supple texture of your youth gives way to a crepey, dry surface that looks and feels older. And it's not just about wrinkles. Dehydrated skin also has a harder time repairing itself from daily damage from the sun and environmental pollutants, further accelerating the aging process and leaving you with a dull, lackluster complexion that has lost its vibrant glow. The dehydration domino effect doesn't stop with your skin. Your kidneys, your body's master filtration system, are put under immense strain. They have to work incredibly hard to filter out the excess sodium from your blood and excrete it through urine. This process requires a lot of water. If you're not drinking enough to compensate, you're forcing your kidneys into overdrive, which can lead to long-term damage and reduced function over time. Healthy kidney function is absolutely essential for filtering out toxins that can otherwise build up in your body and contribute to feelings of fatigue, brain fog, and overall accelerated aging. Furthermore, this state of chronic low-grade dehydration can have a surprising impact on your joints and muscles. Your cartilage, the connective tissue that cushions your joints, is made up of about 80% water. When you're dehydrated, this cartilage can lose its sponginess, leading to more friction between your bones. This can manifest as stiffness, aches, and pains that we often mistakenly attribute simply to getting older. But in reality, it could be a direct result of the high-sodium diet you're consuming. You're not just aging your skin, you're aging your very framework. So how do we fight back against this salty scourge and reclaim our vitality? The answer is as delicious as it is simple. We replace salt with a vibrant symphony of herbs and spices. This isn't about eating bland, boring food. It's about reawakening your palate to the complex, nuanced, and powerful flavors that nature has provided. Think about the warm, anti-inflammatory power of turmeric, a golden spice that not only adds a beautiful color to your dishes, but also actively fights the inflammation that salt can cause. It's a cornerstone of healthy aging in many cultures for a reason. Imagine the robust, savory depth of garlic and onion powder, which can provide that satisfying flavor you crave without a single grain of sodium. Let's explore your new flavor arsenal. Fresh or dried basil can bring a sweet, peppery note to tomato sauces and salads. A sprinkle of oregano can transport you to the Mediterranean, adding an earthy, robust flavor to fish and chicken. Don't forget the power of citrus. A squeeze of fresh lemon or lime juice can brighten up almost any dish, from vegetables to grilled proteins, mimicking the flavor-enhancing effect of salt without any of the negative side effects. And what about a little heat? A pinch of cayenne pepper or smoked paprika not only adds a delicious kick, but can also boost your metabolism. This is about adding, not subtracting. The journey away from salt is also a journey of rediscovery. When your diet is high in sodium, your taste buds become desensitized. Everything else tastes bland in comparison. As you begin to reduce your salt intake, something amazing happens. Your palate resets. You start to taste the natural sweetness of a carrot, the subtle earthiness of a mushroom, and the delicate flavor of a piece of fish. Food becomes more exciting, more vibrant, and more satisfying. You're not just improving your health, you're enhancing your entire culinary experience, making every meal an opportunity for both nourishment and pleasure. My challenge to you is this: for 1 week, put the salt shaker away. Instead, place a small bowl of a salt-free herb blend on your table. Actively seek out low-sodium versions of your favorite canned goods and snacks. Read every label. Flavor your meals with the incredible variety of spices available to you. You will be amazed at how quickly you notice a difference. The puffiness will begin to subside, your skin will look more hydrated and radiant, and you'll feel a new sense of energy and clarity. This is a simple change with profound results, a direct path to taking control of how you age. Now we arrive at our final food villain, a sneaky and controversial ingredient that promises flavor but may come at a steep cost to your cognitive health. I'm talking about monosodium glutamate, better known as MSG, and its family of artificial additives. For decades, MSG has been used by the food industry to make processed foods taste more savory, more appealing, and frankly, more addictive. It's a chemical shortcut to flavor, designed to trick your brain into thinking you're eating something far richer and more satisfying than you actually are. But what is the price of this deception, especially for a brain that's over 60? MSG is classified as an excitotoxin. That's a powerful word, and it means exactly what it sounds like. It excites your brain cells, your neurons, to the point of exhaustion and, in some cases, damage. It works by targeting glutamate receptors in the brain and nervous system. While glutamate is a naturally occurring neurotransmitter essential for learning and memory, the concentrated artificial form found in MSG can overstimulate these receptors. Think of it like revving a car engine into the red zone and holding it there. Eventually, something is going to break down. For your brain, this can manifest as a collection of troubling symptoms. Many people report experiencing a distinct set of symptoms after consuming foods high in MSG, sometimes referred to as Chinese restaurant syndrome, though these additives are found in countless processed foods. These symptoms include pounding headaches, facial pressure, sweating, and heart palpitations. But I want to focus on the more subtle, insidious effects on your mind. I'm talking about that feeling of mental haze or brain fog, that frustrating inability to focus, the feeling that your thoughts are moving through molasses, the difficulty recalling a name or a word that's right on the tip of your tongue. This isn't a normal part of aging. It could be a direct reaction to the additives in your food. The problem is that MSG hides in plain sight, disguised under a host of different names on ingredient labels. You might see terms like hydrolyzed vegetable protein, autolyzed yeast extract, textured protein, or even natural flavors. This makes it incredibly difficult for the average consumer to avoid, even when they're trying to be diligent. It's in everything from canned soups and salad dressings to chips, frozen entrees, and restaurant meals. This widespread use means you could be unknowingly dosing your brain with these excitotoxins on a daily basis, contributing to a slow and steady decline in your cognitive clarity and sharpness. Let's delve deeper into the cognitive cost of these convenient, flavor-enhanced foods. Beyond the immediate brain fog and headaches, there's a growing concern among researchers about the long-term impact of a diet high in excitotoxins. Chronic overstimulation of your neurons can lead to inflammation in the brain. And as we've discussed throughout this series, inflammation is a root cause of so many age-related diseases. In the brain, chronic inflammation can disrupt communication between cells, impair the formation of new memories, and accelerate the death of healthy brain tissue. It's a silent erosion of your most precious asset, your mind. This constant neurological excitement can also disrupt the delicate balance of your neurotransmitters. It can interfere with the production and function of calming neurotransmitters like GABA, leaving you feeling anxious, irritable, and unable to relax. It can also impact dopamine and serotonin levels, which can affect your mood, motivation, and overall sense of well-being. If you've been feeling more on edge, more forgetful, or just not quite yourself, it's worth taking a hard look at the ingredient lists of the foods you're eating. The culprit might not be age, but the additives on your plate, on your ghee. Think about your memory. The process of forming and retrieving memories is an incredibly complex neurological dance. It requires your brain cells to communicate effectively and efficiently. When excitotoxins like MSG are constantly interfering, it's like trying to have a conversation in a room with a blaring fire alarm. The signals get crossed, the messages get lost, and the connections become weak. This can make it harder to learn new things and more difficult to access the vast library of memories and experiences you've spent a lifetime building. Protecting your memory means protecting your brain from this kind of chemical chaos. The ultimate tragedy here is that we are trading our long-term cognitive health for a fleeting moment of enhanced flavor. We reach for the quick, processed meal because we're tired or busy, not realizing that the very ingredients in that meal might be contributing to our fatigue and mental slowness. It's a vicious cycle. Breaking free requires a conscious decision to prioritize your brain health over convenience. It means choosing foods that are as close to their natural state as possible, foods that nourish your brain instead of exciting it to exhaustion. Your clarity of thought and your precious memories are worth far more than any chemically enhanced flavor. So what is the antidote to this chemical onslaught? It is the beautiful, elegant, and powerful purity of natural flavor. It's about returning to the source and letting the true taste of real food shine through. This is not about deprivation, it is about elevation. It's about training your palate to appreciate the subtle, complex, and deeply satisfying flavors that nature has perfected over millennia. When you remove the artificial mask of MSG, you begin to truly taste your food for the first time. The inherent sweetness of a roasted red pepper, the savory, umami depth of a shiitake mushroom, the bright, clean taste of fresh parsley. These are flavors that nourish you on every level. Let's build your new brain-healthy flavor toolkit. Fresh herbs are your #1 ally. A handful of chopped cilantro, a sprig of fresh rosemary, or some finely minced chives can transform a simple dish into a gourmet experience. These herbs are not just flavorful. They are packed with antioxidants and phytonutrients that actively protect your brain cells from damage. Think of them as both flavor enhancers and brain protectors. High-quality vinegars, like balsamic or apple cider vinegar, can add a wonderful tang and complexity, while a simple squeeze of fresh lemon or lime juice can cut through richness and brighten every other flavor on the plate. Don't underestimate the power of the allium family: garlic, onions, shallots, and leeks. When slowly cooked, they release a deep, savory sweetness that forms the foundation of countless delicious and healthy cuisines around the world. Roasting vegetables like carrots, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts caramelizes their natural sugars, creating an incredible depth of flavor that no chemical additive can replicate. Using high-quality olive oil, toasted nuts, and seeds can add richness, texture, and healthy fats that support brain function. This is cooking that engages all of your senses and nourishes your mind. The choice is clear. You can continue to bombard your brain with artificial excitotoxins that leave you foggy, forgetful, and fatigued, or you can embrace the world of pure, natural flavor. You can choose foods that are alive with the taste of the earth, the sun, and the sea. By making this shift, you're not just avoiding a harmful additive. You are actively investing in the future of your mind. You are choosing clarity over confusion, memory over forgetfulness, and vitality over fatigue. You are taking back control and ensuring that your brain stays as sharp, vibrant, and brilliant as you are. We've been on an incredible journey together, uncovering the hidden agers lurking in your kitchen. But don't just take my word for it. The proof is in the lives that are being changed every single day. Here's what real people are saying after changing their food habits. One viewer, Judith, wrote to us, "I cut out processed meats and sugary drinks, and within a month, the fog in my brain lifted and the ache in my joints is gone. I feel 10 years younger." Another, named Robert, shared, "I never realized how much salt was in my diet. Swapping it for herbs has my blood pressure down and my energy up. It's been a total game changer." These are not miracles. They are the direct result of conscious, powerful choices. Look at the person you are today and imagine the person you want to be tomorrow, next year, and 10 years from now. The bridge between those two realities is built one meal at a time. The foods you choose to put on your plate are not just fuel, they are information. They send signals to your genes, your cells, and your organs. They can either signal inflammation, disease, and accelerated aging, or they can signal vitality, repair, and rejuvenation. Your food choices today literally shape your face, your focus, and your future. I urge you to choose wisely, to choose with intention, and to choose for the vibrant, healthy future you deserve. Let me be clear, aging is a natural, inevitable part of life. We cannot stop the clock from ticking, but we have tremendous power over how we age. We can choose to age with grace, with strength, and with a sharp mind, or we can accelerate our decline through neglect and poor choices. The battle against premature aging isn't fought with expensive creams or invasive procedures. It's won in your kitchen. It's won in the grocery store aisle. It's won every single time you choose real whole foods over processed, artificial substitutes. Start with what's on your plate. That is where your power lies. I hope this has opened your eyes and empowered you to take control. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 foods surprised you the most? Was it the hidden sugars, the sneaky salt, or the brain-fogging additives? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read as many as I can. Your story could inspire someone else to begin their own journey. And if you found this information valuable, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell for more life-changing tips to help you live your healthiest, most vibrant life. Until next time, stay healthy and take good care.